Roman's return brought screams of cheer and joyous yelling. It's a hallmark of what makes this era better than others. Simply put, it's the storytelling.
And here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all social media. Okay, we had SmackDown from Tulsa, Oklahoma. The show was okay, I guess. The crowd was loud, the crowd was excited, and can you really blame them? As this SmackDown after Summerslam marked the return of Roman Reigns. And yes, seeing Roman Reigns to close the show was very exciting, as his name was prevalent throughout the show in ways that, if you've been paying attention, call back to events with quite a bit of significance. Let's discuss.
Here we go, here we go!
So, Cody Rhodes kicked off the show addressing the crowd about who his next opponent for Bash at Berlin should be. Now, before he could name drop, he was interrupted by Solo Sikoa, flanked by the Bloodline. Noticeably absent was Jacob Fatu. And Solo claiming that he is entitled to a rematch.
But why?
After Cody says absolutely not, the Bloodline surrounds the ring, only to retreat when Kevin Owens comes into the ring with a steel chair for himself and a steel chair for Cody Rhodes. As Cody Rhodes' music starts playing, Cody looks into the hard cam, signaling to cut the music. Cody calls to Kevin and talks about how thankful he is that Kevin has been through this trying time with Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline. And that Cody would like to offer Kevin Owens a title shot at Bash at Berlin. An offer that Kevin Owens declines. And well, that is until later in the show, in a backstage segment, SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis told Kevin that, okay, you don't want the match, that's fine. I was already in talks with Roman Reigns. This got Kevin Owens hot. I mean hot. And after a short but very passionate rant of how Roman Reigns should not just get a rematch, he accepted Cody Rhodes' title shot offer. But Roman Reigns is a babyface now. Kevin Owens is a babyface now. So why would Kevin Owens be upset?
Stay tuned for more!
And now, as far as the rest of the show goes, we had a series of tag team matches, seeing the likes of the Street Profits and DIY win their respective matches, which will lead to a number one contender for the tag team titles next week. We also had a very good match between Santos Escobar and Andrade for a shot at LA Knight and the United States Championship. This match was won by Santos Escobar. Oh, and Jade Cargill defeated Alba Fire in a 2-minute match.
Boring!
And now the final segment had Solo once again coming to the ring and invoking the name of Roman Reigns, practically daring him to come out. Well, be careful what you wish for, because out comes the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and he is showered by cheers, and already the chant of OTC, OTC becomes raining down as Roman dispatched the bloodline, standing tall once again to close out the show.
It's so badass.
So, yeah, Roman Reigns, from the heel bad guy tribal chief to now the conquering babyface original tribal chief, the OTC, is now taking this next chapter of the bloodline, presumably to Survivor Series for an inevitable bloodline versus bloodline War Games match. Now, the road for Roman to get here is not going to be as easy as one might think. I have mentioned that while both being babyfaces, Kevin Owens was upset, visibly upset, when hearing the name of Roman Reigns. And can you blame the guy? Kevin's past experiences with Roman and the bloodline, Kevin Owens was put through hell. Now, but, I mean, he's not part of the bloodline, so surely the original bloodline members, let's say the Usos, let's say Sami Zayn, they're going to, of course, they're going to rally to Roman's side and help take on Solo and his bloodline. And under previous regimes, you would be correct. But now, past events matters. So the thought of Jey Uso, after the mental and physical torture that he endured at the hand of Roman, and along with his friend Sami Zayn, who had a definitive 6-month arc in his part of the bloodline, and the mental anguish that he endured through Roman, that these two are just going to all of a sudden just jump and forget everything that happened to them and rally to support Roman?
Are you stupid or something?
It's absolutely absurd. Now, for more detailed storytelling of how this entire thing played out, the Wrestle Talk does a great video essay about the reign of Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. I'm going to leave a link to that down in the description. And this just goes to what is probably the biggest difference of this era versus previous eras, and that being continuity. Past events matter. Stuff that happened years ago matters, because as I call other eras, a collection of short stories with a very loose connective tissue. Let's be honest, continuity was not high on Vince McMahon's lists. But, as I said, past events matter and come into play to tell larger stories. Case in point, this past King of the Ring match between Randy Orton and Gunther, where Randy's shoulder was clearly off the mat. Now, at the show itself, Paul Levesque, Triple H, said that the referee's decision is final. Gunther is King of the Ring and will receive a championship opportunity at Summerslam, as we just saw. But, based on the way the match ended, Paul Levesque would love to see a rematch. He's sure the WWE Universe would love to see a rematch. As we just heard on Monday Night Raw last week, Gunther and Randy Orton want a rematch. So now we're getting it. But instead of just a rematch for the sake of having a rematch on a other premium live event, now we put a title involved in this. We've just raised the stakes of this story, and this will further tell a bigger story for Randy Orton in the future.
Perfection.
Also in this new era, we're getting little Easter eggs in these backstage segments, whereas before there would just be a backdrop and people would cut their promos or whatever. Now you see little things or people interacting with other people throughout the show. And if you're paying attention, these lead to other things as well, as also people will say things off mic that some might consider a throwaway line, but foreshadow other things. Another case in point of this is the downfall, the implosion of the Judgment Day, especially when it comes to Rhea Ripley. You can trace that back to this moment right here, a week before WrestleMania, where Liv Morgan tells Rhea Ripley in an off-mic statement, "I'm coming for everything you love. Everything you love will be mine." Fast forward a few months, and we have this. We have Liv Morgan taking Rhea Ripley's place in the new revamped Judgment Day with the affections of Dominic Mysterio, and most importantly, the Women's World Championship. So viewers get rewarded for basically paying attention, and these moments and others are highlighted in another great video from Wrestling Flashback entitled "Why This Era of WWE Feels Better Than Others." I'm going to leave a link to that in the description as well. Take that and definitely check that out as well. And this video did something that I never thought I would do. I actually agree with something this chucklehead has said. Now, it shows an interview with Dwayne Johnson for ESPN when asked about the WWE, as he says, quote, "People are saying the Attitude Era is back. I have called this era, and if you'll excuse my language, fuck that era," end quote.
Wait a minute, hold it.
I know, right? I mean, I guess it's true. A broken clock is right twice a day. But hey, these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Be sure to check me out as we'll be discussing this and a whole bunch of others for Wednesday Night is Overbooked. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. I will see you guys all very soon. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. And always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles.